Well, the context has to do with medical imaging and diagnostics, and in particular, being able to image through tissues which are highly scattering of light. And so the ability to be able to see whether it be a tumor or some subsurface feature to be able to ascertain whether or not it's, for example, melanoma. So that is the context, and the benefits are definitely in the medical arena, but there are also other benefits in other applications where being able to see through highly scattered media is useful, such as, for example, weather, being able to see through fog or clouds, underwater, being able to see through murky water, and so on and so forth. The challenge that we are addressing is being able to see what exists below the surface for a suspect lesion. The actual diagnostic information is highly correlated with what is below the surface that cannot be seen unless if you have a means to be able to image that. So I am primarily, I'm a experimentalist. So I'm a lab rat. I love to put together experiments and do experimental work. So this project actually came about because I had in the lab put together an experiment with being able to do depth resolved imaging of suspect lesions for melanoma. And I actually had experimental data, and I was trying to actually publish the results. And the comments I got from my peers that reviewed the paper was that they wanted to see some simulation that supported what it was that I was showing them. So I had some neat results, but I didn't know how to explain what the neat results were. Now, I knew the results were real because obviously these were based on experimental work. But what's behind these results? Well, we've had some really good success. We have been able to embed a Air Force imaging target, a metered target that has bars of different sizes and widths. And we've been able to actually embed that within a scattering media, and then to be able to actually generate an image of this embedded target within a scattering media, whereas you would not be able to see it without our analysis. We put together a Monte Carlo simulation, which enables us now to be able to actually track, in our case, we're actually tracking trillions of photons, and as they propagate through a scattering media that represents skin, and we're actually able to track every single individual photon and see what the impact of the scattering and the absorption is on those photons, and then we're able to then characterize the impact of the scattering and the absorption due to the media. I mean, it would take me years to be able to figure out how to do that on my own, and so I mean, the science would just not hardly advance at all. It would take forever. But via collaboration, I find myself in a situation now where I have, VJ has been handling the coding and running the simulation studies, and Dwayne has been handling, getting us sequencing our runs, and also helping to figure out how to convert the code that contains the physics into the proper format that will run and function on the high performance computational resources. So it's been a great collaboration.
We pride ourselves on being able to take anyone that doesn't have any experience in high performance computing and bring them up to speed and get them running on our resources. So this is a collaboration where everybody's vested. In the case of this particular scientist, we eventually we were collaborators, but we also provide advanced support. Now, some people may be scared by the word advanced, but it doesn't mean that you have to be an advanced user. It just means that the support that we provide is advanced.